home rich.
To be honest with you, I think all of us have a chance.
I know, I think it's a 1 in 10. Because on any given day, it could be any...
It depends on what the duel is.
True. And that's it. And you'll never know what the duel is. So when you pick somebody, you'll never know who's going to have the advantage in the duel.
I'm not for sure who I would pick to go to the duel again. I've thought everyone from Evan to CT, but Brad, he's a real genuine guy, and I think that I can trust him as far as him keeping me around if it comes down to me, him, and someone else.
Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel, and to the challenge, the duel. This is one of the older seasons, of course, if you haven't been paying attention. But, besides that, there's nothing really much to say, except let's just jump right on into the episode here. We got TJ on the screen, best TV show host of all time. It's not an opinion, it's a fact. I think this challenge is something to do with stairs or something like that, if I can remember correctly. I'm pretty sure they're going to have to build a set of stairs out of these boxes, but let's jump right into it and see how it goes down.
On your marks, get set, go!
Keep it coming.
CT, you thinking right now?
Keep it coming.
She wants me to get serious, but at the same time, I can't keep my mind off the girl.
Brad is starting to go up a staircase, so I panic. I'm thinking, I don't want to be left standing on the ground while I watch Brad grab his flag.
Come on, Brad! Come on, Evan.
I'm climbing these. They're starting to wobble more and more as you get higher.
That would have came down to the last jump. That was pretty epic. That's pretty good too. Like both teams only 5 minutes to build that staircase and get up there. Brad I think he was just a little bit off. I don't think he had the height anyways, but Evan and Jody pulling out the W. Evan back in the day was a really good competitor, really good challenger. And I've always wondered if he didn't fuck up, how his challenge career would have played out, because people like CT and even Brad is actually still on the challenge, or competes on the challenge to this day, like 10, 15 years into the future. So I truly wonder if he would have been as successful as maybe as CT or someone, because he was pretty good. But they haven't completely won, Jody and Evan. That was just the first heat. They still got a couple more pairs to go.
Anissa and Eric are very focused, they're on point, but do you really think that Anissa and Eric can do anything right?
Come on, Wes, balance.
Oh, that was brilliant.
In the process of jumping and missing, I end up knocking over 90% of the wooden crates.
It's okay!
No, that was so close. Anissa just didn't have the hops to get it done. And Wes and Svetlana, excuse me, they built their tower way too far forward, and then this fucking guy thinks he can turn around and jump like he's like a fucking Michael Jordan. You're not that guy, Wes. You're not that guy. But, as you saw there, Jody and Evan, big win for them. Bigger for Evan. He gets a safety from the duel, and I believe he gets to choose first. And Jody won some NHL tickets, or like an NHL package. Big moment for her, I guess.
Who you gonna take to the duel with you tonight, man?
Brad.
I consider Eric a friend, and to find out that somebody's taking low blows on that level is just upsetting to me. It's on.
All right, so tonight's duel is Brad and Big Easy. 4 cards represent the 4 games of the duel. Eric, go ahead and take your choice. All right, so tonight's going to be a nice little game of pole wrestle.
What the hell, Eric? You guys said you were friends earlier in this episode.
What the hell, man?
And you are like, well, I hope he would keep me around if he has a chance, but then you just go and pick him? That's that CT. Nobody wants to pick CT. He's too much of a beast. And they got to do a pole wrestle. of all the freaking things. So Brad is in a definite David versus Goliath situation here. What a bitch move. Can't trust anybody these days, man. Nobody.
Hey, go!
Come on, guys.
All right, cool. Let's go. Come on.
Eric's just falling on him and getting Brad in a bad position.
All right, guys, come on. Brad's got
Was outsized pretty big in this one, and I went in there and gave it everything I had, just like I said I was going to do, and I'll do that every time I'm called to this duel.
What a battle. What a victory. Brad pulling out the W in an elimination where a lot of people probably thought he was going home. But he just, like he said, stayed calm, stuck to it, knew that he wasn't going to get his grip broken, and ended up eliminating Big Easy. And I think, really, it didn't look that hard. It must be disappointing for the big man. I mean, you got to be able to use, if you're going to be that big, you got to be able to use your size, especially when you get an elimination that is catered to a bigger person. But that's all she wrote for Big Easy, Big Eric. Off he goes into the sunset.
Diem goes for a jog. Sees me, I kind of give her the nod, and then I take it to a little spot that I found on the edge of a cliff. And I tell her I don't want her to hide herself from me. It's about her opening herself up to me and being comfortable around me as her. And then she takes her bandana off. And now I feel like she's not going to hide herself from me anymore.
As long as you know that everyone's seen it. At least tell me how it was.
How many people were out there?
I mean, like 7.
I didn't realize everyone could see, and I'm pretty embarrassed right now. Whatever. Oh, damn it, I'm so embarrassed. I thought I was going to be slick.
It was innocent and not.
It was very innocent. Very innocent and very romantic and very beautiful. And I'm proud that you waited as long as you did.
Thank you, Wesley.
I mean, how perfect is that? How perfect is that? It's like a movie. These two were so good, so wonderful. And if anyone doesn't know, sadly, Diem has passed away due to ovarian cancer. And she was actually recovering from her first bout with ovarian cancer in this season, right now, while you're watching. And that's what CT was talking about when he said her not hiding herself anymore and taking her wig off, because obviously she had lost all of her hair due to the cancer. And, you know, it's just so sad that they couldn't live out their full love story. But cancer's a bitch. Hopefully DM is resting peacefully. But that's pretty much it. Pretty much it for this episode here. Again, I'll probably just leave you with the little end credits. If you guys are still here, thank you very much. Hopefully you enjoyed. And yeah, hopefully you also have a good one.
As you all know, this is where the magic happens. This right here is my bed. Look at this. I don't know if you guys can see from this angle, but my body is actually indented in the bed. This is a Tempur-Pedic mattress, NASA approved. Memory foam, okay? You can't buy this in stores, folks. This is where all the magic happens. Check this out.
You kidding me? Yeah. I will smash his head and eat it.
This is the worst.